My fiance was sleeping with her 19-year-old cousin during our engagement, and I only found out later. I don't even know how to start this. I still feel like such an idiot. My ex, let's call her Maya, and I were engaged. We were planning our wedding, and everything seemed perfect. Then her cousin Liam came over from the States to stay with her family for a few months. He was 19. At first, it seemed completely innocent. He was family, so he was always around. Maya talked about him casually, how funny he was, how he was helping out around the house. I never thought twice about it, but after a while, things started feeling off. She became distant. Our phone calls got shorter. She canceled plans more often, always saying she was busy with family. At the same time, she was posting more on social media, going out, dressing up, and looking happier than she'd been with me. Liam kept appearing in the background of her photos and stories, but I convinced myself I was just overthinking everything. One night, after one of her family dinners, I went to pick her up. She came outside much later than she'd promised. When she finally got into my car, her hair was messy, her lipstick was smudged, and she looked flustered. I asked what took so long. She casually said she'd been talking to her mom. A few weeks later, I found out the truth. One of her cousins accidentally let something slip during another family gathering. He assumed I already knew. He mentioned how everyone knows about Maya and Liam spending so much time together. My stomach dropped. When I confronted Maya, she barely tried to deny it. She admitted they'd been sleeping together for nearly 2 months while we were engaged. She said it started one night, when they were alone at her house. One thing led to another, and it kept happening. Then she said something I'll never forget. He makes me feel things you never did. The worst part wasn't even the affair. It was that parts of her family already knew. Her mother and sisters had found out long before I did, but instead of telling me or stopping it, they kept quiet. One of her sisters even covered for them several times. When I asked Maya why she didn't just end our engagement if she wanted him so badly, she looked me in the eyes and said she wasn't sure if she wanted to marry me, but she also didn't want to ruin the wedding plans yet. She wanted to keep seeing Liam until she figured out what she really wanted. Hearing that completely destroyed me. Months of planning our future, introducing families, taking engagement photos, all while she was secretly sleeping with her own 19-year-old cousin behind my back. I called off the wedding immediately. She didn't beg me to stay. She didn't fight for us. She simply accepted it and moved on. Even now, some of her family acts like nothing ever happened. Liam eventually went back home, but as far as I know, they still keep in touch. Maya never gave me a real apology. The closest I ever got was, "It happened. You should move on." Sometimes I still think about all the times I dropped her off at home during our engagement, not realizing he might already have been waiting inside. Or every time she told me she was with family, or too tired to see me. Turns out, she wasn't lying about being with family, just not in the way I ever imagined.